Well, this is a continuation of a dig that I had a couple of days ago. I've come back to some other areas that looked interesting to me. I just dug up this Coca-Cola. It's a post office patent, and it's of a town I don't have, and which is what I'm looking for. Newberry, South Carolina. So that's a good sign. Let me see what else is here. I've been just probing in the shallow areas, and as you can see, in small areas I'm digging bottles, and if there's cokes in here, I'm not much with the patent office, but if that's all I'm going to find, I guess that's the story. I'm going to keep digging here and find out what's in here and let you know. Well, right on the surface here, laying here, I just looked over and seen Lydia Pinkham medicine from, I'd say, let's see what that's from. Probably 49. That's what it looks like. Let's see. $49. So I don't know if I'll keep that or not. I might. I'm not doing too good with finding the stuff I thought I'd find, but I'll keep on going on this. That's at least better than nothing. Well, here's something different that just came up. It's called herrings, I think, and it's let's see, herring ginger ale. So, and it has the contents, and it's a little ginger ale bottle. I've never seen it, so that's a cool thing. We'll keep that over there. Let's strike out a little bit more here. There's not much in it, really. It's very surface dump. Very surface. I mean, when you look at the bottles that are coming out here, they're right in little pockets, but nothing really in a bottle there. I don't know what that would be. There's another bottle here. Stones. Got really beat the stuff to get it out of here. There's that. Gotta keep my eye on my it's hard because I don't have something like, I can't prop my camera up because I just can't. And I don't know. There's another of something coming out of here. I don't know what that is. Looks like a piece of brick. Well, like I said, they tore these buildings that were here. They tore them down and they just plowed over everything. I don't know how much is here. I really don't. That little herring bottle is right around here. I'll probe a little bit more and see what else I can come up with. But that's so far what I've got. Little herring. Well, I'm starting at a dump today. This dump had been here before, and so I found some half decent things here, and this is what I'm digging up so far. Here we got a Prohibition flask, diamonds on it, prescription bottle. We've got a lot of roots and some other stuff here. I'm gonna keep going. We got a glass here. Looks like there's sodas in here. So let's see what we can come up with today. And when we come up with something good, I'll let you know. There's other stuff I found so far, but I don't think it's keepers for me. This is a bottle that's used for Undertaker supply, the Ball Perfect Mason, this jar, little crap like this. Nothing special, but we're gonna keep going and see what we come up with. Well, finally I came up with something that looks like, I don't know if it's in one piece or not. Trying to get my glove on here. Let's see what I got. Looks like a Coke. What kind is it? Well, it has looks like it has a crack in it. I can never find these things in one piece. But it is a 1923. And it has, looks like it has a flash crack in it, but that's all right. It's a local, what is that? Ridgeland. That's a good bottle right there. Although it might be a little damaged, that's a good one. So we've got them. Let's keep going with this. Well, my first bottle here is citric of magnesia, 1940s version. I had found a Coke before, so I'm putting this up here. Sorry about the camera work, but I'm stuck in here. So that's first. I'm coming down to bottles now, so I'll be doing some live digs in a second. Just let me clear this crap out. Okay. Okay, it might be dark in here, but I'm coming through a pocket of bottles and to see what I got. Broken. Whoa. I'm down at the bottom, and you can see it's wet, and I got a big hunkin' jar there. That's not bad. I don't mind jars now that I have uses for them. Here's another little jar that people like these things, and I don't mind digging them up. So they're all down in here. There's something here. Nothing really spectacular there. Got some bottles. Got a soda right there. Let's see what that would be. Let's pull that out and see what that is. It is another citric of magnesia. That's two of those so far. They're popular around here, I guess. People had upset stomachs. See the rocks. There's another bottle right there. I don't know what that would be. We'll find out. And again, man, another citric of magnesia. That's 3 of them in a row. Unfortunately, they're not my favorite bottle, so I'm not too impressed with them. And yet we got some more right here. What's this? Big honking piece of iron. I'm working under, it's a little jar, under this, which is I guess one of the first pieces of plywood ever developed in the 40s. That's when plywood came in to use. And let's see, we got another bottle right here. I don't know what kind that is, but guess what? Another citric of magnesia. That's a different one, as you can see, and it has a pry off. So 4 citric magnesias in a row. I mean, these are Cokes, I'd be jumping for joy, but seeing that they're just the ordinary run-of-the-mill magnesia bottles, I'm not really in but you know what? Here's something else. What's this? It just looks like a plain ketchup to me. That's a ketchup. There are bottles down here, though. A slew of them. There. I hooked up to another one. What's this? White milk glass. I don't know what that is. Get it out of my way. Got rocks. I'm not going any further than this dirt. That water is not my friend, so let me keep going with this and see what I can come up with. A lot of heavy metal here. I just hope that we're done with the citric and magnesias for a while. I'm finding bottles. Can't be ungrateful for that. But okay, I'm gonna keep going. See you in a little bit. Well, I found one of these before, and it does have a small, maybe it doesn't, but it's one of those ginger ale, those herring ginger ales. Looks like a 42 maybe, 32, I'm not sure. But it was down here, right underneath the mass of hunk of plywood. And there's something also right here. What is this? A plain Jane jar. There's bottles in here, so as you can see, there's a bunch of bottles right here. So let's dig these out if we can. There's bricks too, but let's get these out of here. Maybe it's another soda or something. Of course, I'm so sick of these things. You can see 3 in a row and 4 in a row and 5 in a row and broken and broken, but they're in here. But that's what I just pulled out in that one pocket. So there's more bottles in here. The herring's okay. This one's okay. I can keep that one. It has some flossing, but the rest of this is just your everyday cork catch-ups, square. There's a lot of these in this dump, but unfortunately I don't have any use for them, as you can see. And a food bottle. Well, I'm going to dig a little bit more and see what I can come up with, and I'll turn you on when I do. Well, I've got a beer in the hole. Been a while since I found anything, because of this place is a real problem. But let's see what this is. All kinds of. Does it have? It's all cracked up. It's no good. It's a Lieberman. It's no good. Keep going. I've knocked this down out of the wall, and all it is a harem walker from the 1930s, but I've never seen one this small. Look at it. It's a little short pint, little fat pint. So I might keep it because it's so unique. I've never seen anything that built like that before. So that's that. It was right over here where this honkin' brick is. There's sometimes stuff right up in the top, but I'm telling you, there's another medicine bottle. I'll keep that cap. But I'm telling you, I'm going to move on to another spot because there's just nothing that's really interesting here for me. I don't see anything too cool. So that's it for this spot. I am heading on to greener and greater pastures here, because they're obviously I'm not making any headway in this stuff. Nothing at all. Nothing that I can see that is worth filming. So here we go. I'm off. See you later. Okay, I'm doing this little quick roundup on stuff that I came across in the last two outings that I went on, and you know, still looking for those elusive sodas in milk bottles that I would like to find. But in the meantime, I'm coming up with some of this stuff. It's a lot of the same, but for me it's interesting nevertheless. Let's start with the first couple of bottles I had found in my first outing in a place that I'd been before, and I sort of talked about it. This is a Herring's ginger ale bottle from the 1930s. Now, out of Jacksonville, Florida, these bottles apparently had a Pyro or a ACL label on them, and they were considered Dr. Herring. Now, the bottles were embossed Herrings, and then it has the contents, and then it just says Herring's ginger ale at the bottom. So both of these, this one I found in one place, and this is I found in another place, same area but miles apart and in different circumstances. And they're both herrings, and they're both pretty much the same. And we're looking at probably 34 here. So herring apparently came out in 33 or 1930 in Jacksonville, and this was the bottle that they produced. So I found 2 of them in a matter of 4 or 5 days. The other bottle that I came across was in that same first area where I've dug the herring, was a Newberry, South Carolina, and this is Lauren Glassworks bottle from South Carolina, and it is a patent office, and it is a 19, look to me like a 1954. So this is sort of on the end of this style bottle. This patent ran out about then, and they went on to pretty much, some places went into pyro. They still kept the embossed bottles, but these bottles were going on the wane by the time that was being put. Now, the other place I dug, I came up with a fairly rare bottle, Ridgeland, South Carolina, and unfortunately you can't tell because of the big flake that came off of it, whether I hit that with a shovel or what, I don't know, because it was stuck under some kind of plywood, some crap. It's a 1923. It's a Christmas Coke, and they're not that. It has also a flash thing on the neck. They're really not easy to find in one piece. I've looked around. Cokes are just cheaply made. The bottles were made generally by Root or Gardner or some other, a whole bunch of glass companies made these Coke bottles. The biggest probably was Root, who started out, and then I don't know whether it was, I guess in the end it was the good old Owens, Illinois. This bottle and this bottle, they're 2 different. This, of course, is a 1923, and this is a post office. Now, there's also D-Pats, which I think I have one here. Yeah, this is a D-Pat, and you can see the color is sort of different. The lettering is bigger on these bottles. This is definitely a 1941. You can see the styling for these 2 bottles are pretty much the same, but they sort of trimmed it down, changed the style slightly. Coke was great for keeping their patent going by just changing it up by increments. By looking at the bottle, you really can't tell what the difference would be in the patent, but if you really look hard, sometimes you can see the fact that some of the strapping's more rounded, the bottoms are more rounded, the lettering for the D-Pats are smaller, and there's a curly Q on the Coke there. Little changes, not big ones, but little ones. They said that, oh yeah, we're changing them up a little bit, but they really, actually, in this instance, really went less than more in the styling. Other than that, oh yeah, and the citrus and magnesia, in one of these dumps I found like 3 in a row, and they all were pretty much different. Here's one that has a different kind of embossing. If you can see, it has the medical snakes and symbol and the dosage and all that, and it's a crown top, and we have another crown top doing the same thing here with that medical embossing. And then I have a pry off, which was popular in the 20s and early 30s. They just pried the top off with some money, you know, a quarter or whatever. Dosages are the same, but as you can see, this has more bolder lettering in the citrate of magnesia, and there's a sort of like a marbling or orange peel effect on the shoulder. And they're all pretty much Owens bottles. So there you have it. And of course the jars. This is a cool deco looking jar that I like. Put stuff in. This here is, if you saw me dig this up, this is a Hiram Walker Canadian whiskey bottle, but it's so short, and it like they cut the regular bottle in half, because these Hiram Walkers add another 3 or 4 inches, or 3 inches at least, and you got the quart, and this is a half pint, so it literally looks like one too. And I thought it's a cool bottle. So I don't usually collect these federal laws that are like so common, but that one isn't so. Anyway, I'm off again for my next hunt in a couple of days. Weather holds out, so I'll get in touch again. There you have it, some of the finds of the last week or so. Talk to you later.